win with a double sentinel deadlock just to fuel my coke tank even further about how good these two agents are together. Though I haven't really seen them be played on blind, so interested to see what they've got cooked up.
Don't lie, we've been in challenges, why we've seen it all. Giorgio trading back some of that aggression here over towards B long, and MIBR adamant on remaining here. We have the Liazi probing further through Hookah. And EG walk back to the site. Wondering if they're going to get any action as Liazi hasn't really made a move. And MIBR were hoping someone might come and bring the fight to them.
The Liazi right now just kind of playing off that cam, and Hookah taking things very slow and noise cut. There's a trip watching the market flank right now for MIBR's side. Just going to slowly gather for the re-hit. It looks like EG want to maybe re-clear, or at the very least post up a nice crossfire here. A bait peek, yeah, Paranoia will go out when contact is taken by Derek.
It's 3, jackpot, here we go. Thrusting straight down B long, and it's Adazine and Liazi, who of course was, again, sitting inside Hookah.
How impressive the team has been this year.
And let's base that on the expectations we had for this roster coming into the season. I think they've safely exceeded them, even though we knew it was Potter at the helm again.
Right now, MIBR, they're just going for that play towards Fountain where you send down your own smoke and all hide in it so you can dodge an info flash from the sky. But early info flashes are actually a lot less common from the sky on B-Long now since that nerf, since when you actually send one out, it's just gone for the rest of the round.
And after that info flash, if MIBR to make use of it at all at the start of these rounds, it's really only the Sky that has them at all because they're on double sentinel, so they need to really conserve their flash util as well, these attackers.
Dog is going to go and re-clear long from Nature right now. Doesn't see a thing towards Fountain.
Right here.
Focusing their attention a little bit
here.
more towards A, which is where this hit's going to come in. Superman has a nice angle for the short push.
Partler shows himself. Takes a bunch of damage here through the box, and Liazi peaks a little bit too early. The smoke was supposed to come down. All right. The spacing, not exactly what MIBR are looking for there. And Rich, rather than getting it over with here, would try and take some weapons away in this round. And Nature, of course, at his leisure to sweep in, pick up an orb, and then end the round. Clean. No, maybe, but the trap plays behind those grab nets very powerful. Here it is, frenetic action over towards Showers early. George trying to interrupt this with a satchel, and it's only Parler that steps up in the end. So he gets a bit of breathing room, but it's feeling a little low. He's going to give up some of that ground as Derek wants to circle back and post up in heaven. He'll have to keep an eye on this short push.
Chargement making a lot of noise. Derek covering short for him. Well, he tries to retreat just a bit.
All right, here we go. Come reinforcements. George eventually falling, but holds off MIBR for quite some time in Showers, and eventually Derek gets what he was looking for there with that post up at Shower. Yeah. Grab barrier a bit annoying, but in this case it's easy to remove. Just that one orb. And now Apoth can smoke himself Nature on the site. Derek still operating from tower.
No flash for Nature to pop out of that smoke. Run Derek, great first shot.
Double up on it, makes sense. And now an opportunity to sneak through spawn and make this rotation. MIBR have 30 seconds left in the round here.
30 seconds left.
That was a good smoke that Mazine had down towards Shower in that engagement. It just kept Nature and Apoth at bay, unable to help Derek, but Derek does his job.
Fight
1 for
planted.
1 there. Apoth with a molly to work with, but that's just about it. It's going to come down to honest trades.
It's going to be a double face from EG now, presumably. And Azim just wants to swing off the contact of Nature. Nicely done, MIBR. Honestly, like, probably the only real thing to write home about for MIBR in that game, but he's trying to do it all himself. I mean, damn, nearly made it happen. All right, grab that here. No one caught in it, though, as EG opted to back off to the side. And Parler just, well, he headbutted that round from Derek. Can now play from behind the site. Slow pace here from EG. They want to give it a little bit of ground, but unfortunately, they're losing the frags as well. Apoth and Superman can come in, but the timing's not great. They're quite staggered out, and there is a grab barrier in the way. That needs to be worked through first.
And it does take ages to destroy that barrier mesh. Some of the segments now removed, but not even entirely. Superman maybe can just work past that. Liazi did a nice job scaling up into sight, getting really deep, swinging off of his teammates, and that sonic sensor perfectly placed.
For defenders, and that's what we're going to see kind of abused here for Liazi. Throw that barrier mesh, to cut down a sort of retake angle for the defenders. That's why we talked about it. Actually really good on offense.
Blinded.
Now what I'm trying to find out is how big of a nerd is Liazzi? What kind of lineups will he have with this Annihilation? Will he be dragging anyone to the skybox, having it, you know, angled off one of these really high up? I mean, the elevation at some of the boxes are crazy.
Because you can aim it through walls, but you can't pull people through walls, right?
Yeah,
they still need to go around or above them, pulled in by that ultimate.
I'm down to see something silly. We haven't seen that a whole lot. Adder and Challengers has a ton of crazy lineups with the Annihilation.
All right, Pala swings out. Okay, some confidence starting to bring here for the young duelist. Down to 25 and eventually traded out by Jorg, but this is a bit of a half-buy for EG. Going to take what they can get here, no doubt. Nature unable to rile up the locals, as we are going to have a pretty fast flood here for MIBR, and again, that's going to involve the barrier mesh.
Tons of ultimates here for EG, but not a situation where they'd really want to use them unless the tides begin to turn. The Sheriff shot finding an opening.
Okay, the mesh started to be brought down now. Jorg more unlikely to get a fight at his preferred range here. Artisan catches Nature, he made the swing. Sound sensor there. Goes off, but Jorg is safe from it. Derek's good for the 1 kill, but it's going to be up to Jorg at the moment. There's a lot to ask for. I'll see a flashlight comp here for MIBR. Still able to get onto these sites with real confidence in gun skill.
All right, EG have a ton of ultimates to play with right now. MIBR working slowly. They have 2 trips to watch the flank towards the B side, so that definitely indicates, at least to us, that they're going to want to favor an A hit after pressuring towards Hookah and Long. Make that noise, work their way back. Camera from MIBR, from Arton watching towards Shower as well. And they have some significant ults of their own. I'm still keeping my eyes on the Annihilation right now, but Pala could certainly enter with that showstopper.
Trailblazer here from EG went down B long, got taken down. It might be really trying to spread the map, prevent flanks, and also deny info where possible. Superman obviously with that operator. Again, the expectation of a potential fast flood to B. Take a shot, fall back, maybe reposition and hope that the wall doesn't get in his way. This is for info purely. No one really swing off of it outside of Superman, but he's well back. We've heard the Sinkers go. This could be awkward for Nature now. He's got to hold his ground. Somebody help him. There's no help at all. Power explodes out of Hookah. What is going on with EG, Wyatt?
At the moment, they're just looking a little bit disconnected.
Spike planted.
Feels like they're kind of just playing the game on autopilot. And MIBR, they want to get that first win, Mitch. They don't want to leave this season winless. They've come in with an interesting comp here that's been working out nicely so far. I love seeing these kind of setups towards B as well in the post plan with the deadlock. Having that barrier mesh go down and then sonic sensors littered around the site, just making it so tough for retakers. If a retake were to come in, of course, CG in this situation, they're just going to opt for the safe play and save. But that's where Deadlock can really find her value on the attacking side, hitting a grav net, using it like a seize with the fade, comboing it with paint shells from your raise, something along those lines. But then having all that util in the post plan makes it a nightmare for Reed. Ton of success. They just beat 100 Thieves here last week with this double smoke comp.
Nature here definitely probably kicking himself about the timing in that previous round. Backs away again, that early grab net. Nature seems to be ready for it. Almost telegraphed by the Trailblazer.
Now after that early pressure, MIBR, they're going to begin to just fall off. Working back towards market, taking things pretty slow in these mid-rounds. They haven't been rushing things by any means.
That defensive smoke up A-short has really denied them a ton of information. A minute left to play with here. And I'd suggest Liazzi has to be pretty passive through A-short still. Superman's about to see something though.
He's gotten into a very deep position here.
Are we good for one here?
And for EG's sake, they'll definitely take one. Oh, but that's two with the lineup. That is nasty.
More? You better believe it!
Come on!
Superman! That is disgusting! Well, MIBR in deep trouble now. That is really something you can't account
30
for.
seconds left.
Spike obviously dropped out there. Liazzi has to be the one to come in and pick it up. Meanwhile, Artisan is probing here at A-short, but that was re-smoked again by Superman. This guy can do it all.
And this was their eco round. They're going to recover these rifles as well. They win it out, and Derek trying to ensure just that.
I mean, this is one way. There's nowhere for Liazzi to go, really. And yeah, why not chase him down? All right. Rifle kept there. You just can't rattle the guy.
No.
I don't know how much flair and pizzazz you try and put in front of him. All right, Superman here can TP out, but still affected by the grabbing that effect, so we'll still have to yank that off him, but can do it safely at least. Again, early util use for MIBR. That might be the double. Yeah, I think so. Dangerous here. Okay, orbital strike used to stop Nature, but he still got the 2 kills before that came down. Good response from Martin. Unfortunately, not enough to save his teammates.
I like this from Zin and Liazzi. They worked fast into A, and now these players in shower. Pressure from both sides. Annihilation.
Barry mesh as well, going to stop the rotate. No! Well, he exposes himself too long, Liazzi does. Barrick low. Crash again. Showstopper combining with this hit could be lethal for MIBR. What a messy round. That gets fired off. We have a detainee inside U-Haul here, but Artin is unshackled. No plant yet still. Spike in the hands of Rich.
Trying to reload. Oh my god, things have gone so sloppy.
Blow him up. Spike planted.
Apoth smokes that off. In some ways, offers the opportunity to plant out of line of sight to the attackers, but all part of the plan for EG, apparently. Rich steps up. Paint Shell should claim him, and he knows it. EG well and truly back to parity.
Liazzi, no. The jump peak with the Annihilation. You hate to see that.
Beautifully done, though, for Nature.
I think at this point, EG, their heads are definitely back in the game. It felt like they were really on autopilot early on, and after Potter's timeout, and especially after watching Superman get that share of 3K, they've been re-energized for sure.
Nothing subtle about this round for MIBR, but Artin wins that work fight against Superman this time. So no rule theft. It's going to reveal that there are 3 players stacked at B still, which means that George might have his hands awful full in just a moment. Apoth just challenges that. Why not? That's definitely going to funnel MIBR in the A direction.
Judgment now versus the 3 playing back triple. Is worried about showers, but of course we know that won't actually be an issue. All of the players are coming down short right now. Derek, just need a swing off. Perfect timing.
Space Shell could be nasty. He's going to force them out. Rich, not a chance.
We take past the one-ways. So obnoxious. Early flash for information from Nature. Double stacked up with Jojimo now.
See, we tucks that corner, right? We've seen this from a couple of teams that love to double face this part of the map. We were just talking about it.
Nature just jump spotting, trying to make it seem like I'm just here gathering info, you guys, I swear. And then Jojimo's in the corner, but they actually crumble like a cheap chair. They fall apart.
The volley was good. I think it actually forces Nature back a little bit. Leaves Jorg alone on that angle. Oh no, Jarek! Well, it's dog chow now. Superman doesn't want to give up the start. He knows this barrier is going to make it impossible for him to retake. EG are down to 2. Can Super do it again? Too much to ask, apparently. Apoth fully healthy. Lacking information here about the distribution of his opponents. But he might have found a timing to swing around on. There is a Cypher cam here. I don't think it's...
Oh, did he not spot him?
Surely now. Surely now! Surely now! No! Okay, Liazzi salvages.
Poor guy. But that also just falls apart. That long setup somehow failing. Superman is the operator again. The new era of Superman is among us.
Scout destroyed.
Well, he has health. In fact, he has 2 more than he needs, so enough for a shot, but he doesn't have a TP left. So maybe hoping for 1 and done. Shams control conceded to MIBR.
On the opposite side of the map, Apoth is pushed in pretty deep into Hookah, with Nature passively watching B long. They're content with that setup at the moment. Oh, Wingman. Whole lot of nothing over there on A. Was trapped in lamps. Unfortunate. Superman going to get healed back up and pick up that angle on B long, excuse me, a little bit better to have with the off than Nature watching that. Pressure on Apoth, at least gets his.
Paranoia! Okay, could have been good. I think Parla might have been impacted by that. You know, Wingman there gets the job done, Parla. Nothing you can do about that one. Then Jojimo just crosses. Such confidence. Spike now heading over towards A, but now EG have Derek inserted here, close to short.
Left.
Now control, not too badly, I see. Nicely checked. That makes it a 3v3 with an op on the retake here.
Yeah, that was a great little peek. Jojimo has worked down so fast, though, through market with Artzin down. No trips to worry about. Flanking, a possibility. MIBR have to be aware. They are. Liazi's picked that angle up.
This will be another massive kill for Liazi. Opening up the A side against an unlikely position from Derek. George is going to have his work cut out for him here. Could have been a double face. He's surely going to get swung from the left here. He does. Still info for the defenders now on this retake. Spike has been smoked. Of course, now that deadlock util starts to come into play. Super has to walk up, try and find a fight with the operator. No. Not to be. MIBR post 6.
Their last chance to get a 6th on the board. Jojimo has the showstopper to maybe do it. Liazi has the annihilation. And I need to see something a little better than last time.
Nature here has given up Octagon preemptively. Again, Apod says, come hither. Oh, one round. Oh, no! I can't save him! Oh, somebody get him out of there, please! Derek knows it's cool. Hey, Apod, you'll be fine, bro. Take care. All right, Annihilation collects the brimstone, but George has a flank timing here. He's able to find Artzin. Big chunk of damage taken, but Nature's able to get ahead of this barrier at least. Might be able to interrupt the plant. He sees a spike around him. Oh, God, it could have been worse. Interrupts the plant. And now Superman, with a hefty sigh, has to get involved once more. Now, of course, you can TP through this. I might leave you a little vulnerable here.
Yeah, a little concerned that if he does so, someone over towards that elbow side is just going to get the freest kill, so waits out the barrier. If there's one man who could do it, Mitch, it's him.
Time getting short now. Super does, of course, have a bit to play off of here. Just contact it all. Bam! Pala not ready for that one at all. Liazi, however.
Look at B. Have fun hitting over there. If you jump out of hookah, you're going to get hit by a trip, and then a sonic sensor is going to go off, and there's the cam to watch the push out from long, kill trips on site, a one-way kill. I mean, there's so much nonsense to wade through, too much muck.
And that's like, you were talking about this at the start of the game, you're a real believer in that double setups, because Deadlock doesn't necessarily put all the util on her side. She puts it at the weak side with the Cypher and then stacks another one.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the rest of the team. They're all towards A with just one sonic sensor. So if a hit did come down short, it would pop off over there. And now on the rotate is Messine, who's worked his way towards the B spawn side, going to smoke off Octagon when Artzin heard the tap on the orb, heard that one getting collected.
Superman there waiting to see the shoulder. Now, his job to keep these 4 players of EG at this side. Can he sell it? Pala playing up close there. Right on top, of course, of that sonic sensor. In the meantime, EG have a number of inanimate objects they need to cut their way through.
Artzin is about to see them on this cam, surely. We had one cam mishap earlier, but
30 seconds
yeah, that's
left.
not going to be occurring again.
So we'll precipitate that rotate, of course, over. Artzin doesn't want to give up too much of himself here. Play off the camera, which has still not been spotted. Yes, that's right. You are on candid camera, EG. That's about to change.
If he pings the sky. Oh, I thought he was going to ping the sky and swing.
They got out of the grab now just in time there. EG still with 3 to work with now. Finally, Artzin getting tested, and Derek wins it out. Spike down. That absurd amount of utility. Eventually, this absurd amount of coverage, util, info for free.
Barrier deployed.
The barrier gets thrown over through the teleporter. Just
I like that.
To cut off shower there. Pala collects the orb because of it. Man, Rich has pushed really deep here. Just walking out of hookah. Is he going to try to go for a timing, go for a sand? Yeah, he definitely did.
She wants to go back for a second bite of the apple here. Derek might cross for the good timing.
I like this reposition. Liazi doubling up with Rich now. Left Octagon, went into hookah.
Smoke at Octagon just to really drag this round out a little bit further. And now EG might be having second thoughts here. Obviously that barrier doesn't last the whole round. A long time, 30 seconds I think. Not the whole round, so Superman has been able to get into shower here ponderously. Trying to get a feel for what is actually happening on this site. Clears the cam as well. Does that essentially for free. Okay, grab down here out of hookah. A pod, flash. Naded. Okay, takes a hefty amount of damage here. Nature can remediate that, but they don't really have the time to sit back and breathe some of those green vapors.
This is a ships in the night situation.
Nicely done. But yeah, it's a Cypher on the side. Superman has to suspect this, but they're able to deal with Artisan. Great response there from Jorg. Takes hardly any damage in doing so. Just raw ability here for EG. And now the smoke off in Spore means Mazina's nowhere to go, really.
Going out.
It might be us surrounded. This is quite elaborate to retake from these different locations. I don't see how Mazina's getting in.
And he won't be. You don't see how because there's no way. He simply will not be getting in. He'll be waiting for this smoke to expire and will shortly be going down. Poor guy. You hate to see that.
Well, free ult orb here picked up for EG. Speaking of which, Derek is terrifyingly close to that first thrash already, something we're starting to see quite often on maps like this. Prioritizing the orb pickups. We've even up the game here. EG committed heavily to be at first and
dealing with cameras on different angles. And the setup is going to be slightly different this time. Hearthstone has placed his camera in a different location on B. It's the same sonic sensor towards A short. And still MIBR favoring the majority of that Sentinel utility on the B side. And EG looks like they want to go for a fast exec towards A, but the barrier mesh slows down the Showers players.
Apot here just runs straight though into that sonic sensor. Superman though, nicely done. TP's into the smoke here. Looking for optimum value off this Stinger, and Pala may be none the wiser to this. Through he goes. Satchel here. Jorg now going to try and get into the back of the side as well. Oh, Superman caught with Util in his hand, but Derek does prevail eventually.
Oh, Rich.
It's just Jorg. Post plant, yes. Going to be fed from both angles here. No flash up for Rich though. Very much MIBR's round to win if they just play it safe. Out, nothing could be done there. 3 on the docket for Rich. Is MIBR get back in the lead?
Yeah, Jaw just made one footstep, and the MIBR players pounced, knew that they had him caught in that crossfire if they swing on the fly. It's not really always a set thing. Just having it down at Shower at the right time totally disconnected that A exec.
Okay, once more. 2 forms of Sentinel Util over on the B side. They need you hoping to tease as much of it out as they possibly can. Nothing into Showers here. It's a passive angle being held instead by nature in case of deadlock push-up. Now Short's getting pinged. That sonic sensor will be important. Nicely done. Pala holds the angle. Had high-low set up at least. So MIBR in strong hands at the start of this round.
Dizzy up. Yeah. Goes down straight away. Trailblazer going to go through as well. Apon is trying to find a timing on the opposite side of the map. EG would be happy to take this teleport. Go to B if he can find this on Rich. Oh, there's the cam, the sensor. Oh my god, it's just a trap.
All right, here it is. Grab net again. Catches Derek. You're going to try and flash though for Jorg. Something to play off here. Something to work with for EG. Still a player disadvantage, but that's Satchel. Brother. Ooh, brother. Same. All right. Trailblazer here to clear lamps, and Nature's going to have to hold it down himself. Unseen and Rich going to group up here. Nature. Not bad. Not enough, though. MIBR with a 2-round buffer.
Nicely traded out with all these kills as well that Rich has been getting after getting that defuse will there towards triple as well. Some good spots for it. This time, setup adjusted from MIBR. They've got a little bit more of that Sentinel utility towards the A side. Liazik hears that noise. Here's Jojimo on the chase. Arcs in. Helps out his teammate. Angle from heaven.
Like the idea from EG, but they're fast playing into a deadlock side. Pala's able to get one, even one blinded, and somehow gets a second.
I'll get it.
Yep. And EG's weaker weaponry really starting to be exposed. And now being revealed nature. With that spike in hand, we are going to see Superman re-smoke up that U-Haul position. And they're going to have to walk into this barrier mesh again. Should be set to expire fairly soon.
Gonna be crazy when Superman stands here and waits.
Patience pays off here for EG. They have a way in to this A site. So a lot of the deadlock util and Lianzi holding the line. Now it's just Nature with a stinger to try and at least get a plant. 4 players of MIBR who starting to realize, hang on, this one might be on the table for us. You're going to be hungry to drag him down. Smoked off the sides. And there it is.
Poor guy. MIBR 10 on the board, Mitch. They might just do it. They're a few away from doubling their map wins. They've got a lot of ultimates to play with now, namely that Thrash, Seekers from Nature as well. Paolo pushed up so deep right now.
This guy is feeling it today.
Oh, and he might just catch the timing with Jojmo. Turning to work towards B, where...
Jorgain checking this. Okay, wait a minute. Unreal. Paolo rewarded for that utter audacity. Yeah, this is also going to tell Paolo exactly what's going on. Super has to get rid of that. It's a great little micro plays here for the duelist of MIBR. Winning that run out would have been the cherry on top, but still, job done. Got his. He's keeping into a smoke. I guess I can't see he commits to that. I don't understand it. Annihilation, caught Nature. Oh, what is going on? This house of cards is coming crumbling down. No, someone's taking a blowtorch to it. Now it's Derek and Apoth. Stuck in Octagon. But I'm thinking a first round KO for these guys on this push in.
I mean, the desperation to break this unbreakable trip unless you walk into it. I mean, EG just running head first straight into the concrete wall on B long. They can't even break the trip. They can't get by.
Here we go. Rich just waits. Bides his time and pops on out.
You know what I'm saying, man? But yeah, all that Sentinel utility, so it's all right.
All right, here's a one-way though. That's why we bring the Omen into
the excitement. The excitement.
It is annoying for MIBR. Means they can't obviously play that forward position. So we'll give it up. Rich plays back towards elbow. Artazine inside container with that camera.
Yeah, and here we are starting to see the dynamic setups that MIBR have clearly put some time into. Prepping to get this map in the pool. Knew that they would definitely have it against EG. Would love to play it. Artson just perfect timing on the spray down. At least for EG's sake, they have two controllers so they can still smoke off the chokes when they want to go for the sighting, Zach. Otherwise, that would be a nail in the coffin on this round, Superman.
That's that lurk play again. I don't think... for a second, Mazing thinks about it. So even though EG showed 3 players towards the top B, MIBR have doubts about the currency of it.
30 seconds left.
They almost need to rotate. Pinging towards spawn, they're saying Superman could have snuck through here. That's because Paolo was holed up in showers, not seeing the site at all.
Cage.
Right, here's the grenade out. George knows that there's a lot of Buto in front of him. Trying to make a fast play would be his undoing. 13 seconds left in the round, though. It's got to be a play at some point here for EG. Wingman wants to try and set it up. Little swing there from Artazine. And there's Jorg with that showstopper. Leaves Derek and Pala in a 1v1.
A weak Derek. Papala just with the operator. Nate going to force him back. Oh my god, almost.
Hit him for
Put him
13.
In a grave. That was close. Gets the info as well with the boom bot.
How's this lineup? Yeah, force Pala off of it.
But he does get half.
Gives it Seagull. It's got to be a shoulder peek here. Dangerous. Derek here's all he needs to. Pala going for it now. He's absolutely going for it. He got off at just the last moment, though.
Picking up some harbor even at times, and it just never allowed him to enter his comfort zone, flow naturally in the game. But now back this season, having him on Initiator full-time, playing a lot of Sova, his form has just been phenomenal. Meeting back up with his old teammate, Superman, for this Evil Geniuses roster as well, some inherent chemistry. See if they can make this little comeback, though, as MIBR have looked quite strong with the Zedlock, Cypher comp, the Challenger special.
Ain't that the truth? Only Cypher util at B, though, including Artazine. So right now, EG don't have to contend with a random sonic sensor. That's the variation this round from MIBR. They've stacked 4 players and that Deadlock utility instead. And again, it always has been Superman just testing this, probing. Well, that wall is going to quieten things down for him now. Looks like the pop over here towards B, but you can see it's not a full flood exec. They're actually going to try and sneak up here into elbow. One-way set up for Liazzi, though. You're guilting that easy kill on Jorgamo.
What a lovely passive setup from Ardzin, just mixing that in late into the game. Denying forward control, the cam into the ult.
A-Bot got caught there, and here comes the retake. Parla just walks straight up and claims nature. Derek and Octagon is going to have to do it again. Thrash time, doesn't make it. Brought down by the Bullet Storm, and there's a Molly blocking him off now. Derek can't do it. And MIBR move to match point.
Simply live for hundreds of years. They never go down. They are always watching. It's crazy. Gets the value from that. Pings it out, has an orbital strike come down. EG on the cusp of losing their map pick. Bind, they've been on fire on this map this stage.
The deadlock comp has really caused some problems, both on the defending side and now on the attack.
My ult's ready.
So it doesn't take a historian here over the course of America to know that this is far below par for EG, but MIBR have taken every advantage, and frankly, they've had confidence that they have no business having. And self-belief here, especially for people like Parla, Liazzi, and Ardzin continues to show us just how incredible he looks, I think, playing a role like this, being a really low econ player, self-sufficient, and patient.
Rich now, who has been on fire on this defensive side. The lone man towards B.
Orbital strike here thrown down by EG. This will get him onto the site. Sure enough, they've got to answer the threat of elbow, though. This time around, that's Rich. And the rotates are coming through.
A lot of utility for the retake here. Follow with an outlaw, which is a little bit awkward.
Not great here. Serviceable. Might be all they need against this EG team as they are right now. Ardzin just steps up into the smoke. Super Monster challenges. He's been great with the Sheriff all game, and Derek for 3. This guy's mad!
Oh my god! Utility setup. But on rounds like that, where they're just getting in for free against the one player and shutting down the, you know, are able to set up to shut down the retake. That's where MIBR need to find some answers.
A bit more of a push up this round there for Rich.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Parla as well, a real crack at it. Thrash has to be used, of course. This doesn't really hurt Derek, but just to clear this closer approach over to Hookah. But again, this wall has been thrown such that MIBR are in no position to push into showers at all.
I mean, again, just totally different setup here from MIBR. Stacked up so heavily on the A side. Obnoxious trips to deal with. Camera in the heavens.
That wall being destroyed is drawn Parla over.
One way going to go down onto teleport just in case. Some pressure onto nature.
This is going to clear U-Haul. Liazzi sat inside the mosh pit. Waits it out. Okay, this has to be taken now for EG to have that front side locked down, but Liazzi wins it out. Parla satcheling trying to help. Joel catches him with the grenades though, and now MIBR send Liazzi up again. Again he finds something with the Sheriff. Falls though. To the bomb buddy. Now Rich not quite sure where to be looking there. Eventually EG cover that backside, double smoke, and get that U-Haul control. It's a late flank here from Azine.
This cam is still up. They finally break it. Ardzin gathering the most information. Oh, Mazine can't be allowed to live there, man. He can't be allowed to live. So many whiffed shots from EG on that last round. And MIBR, they capitalize.
Their second map win of America, stage 1 and 2. MIBR just descend on a hapless EG here on Bind. The double sentinel composition rattles them, it's clear to see. That is absolutely brutal.
Yeah, that comp worked out wonderfully for MIBR. I was really hoping to see that they